amazingly beautiful country called St. Lucia, located right here in the Caribbean. And of course, we're on our home station, y'all, Kiss FM 105.5 and 105.3. And I think I'm calling those numbers right because I went on the Caribbean Hot FM app the other day and I got a chance to listen in to the show. And I swear to you, there was a 105.3 and a 105.5 or 5 something 9, but the one that I went on was Kiss. So I'm gonna go and do my homework tonight because I've been on this air way too long to not know those frequencies. Shame on me. If you know that voice, you already know it's the one and only, the man with the plan, the man that's on the ones and twos, baby. Y'all know him as DJ Marlin. I know him as my friend and gentle giant. Good morning, good man.
Good morning, Dr. Tunji.
Oh,
how are you?
You know what? I swear to you, and I don't like to swear, but I give you my word. I'm in this moment. I am so grateful. I am so happy. There's absolutely nothing that's wrong. There's some things that I gotta handle, as a business person, you gotta handle taxes and all that good stuff. But I'm at peace. I've got his peace no matter what's going on. And there's some things that's going on, right? You said it best. It's good to see you, baby.
Nice to see you as
Thank
well.
you for being here. When I tell you that in this lifetime, and we're going to get with this show, I promise you we are. Good morning, everyone. Good morning in TikTok land and YouTube land and Instagram and Facebook. Good morning, social media. When you have someone that holds your ladder, when you have someone that believes in what you're doing, and even though you don't see all of the pieces, but you trust in the one and only God, right? And then he sends somebody and some bodies along, and they're already minding their business. They're already where they're supposed to be. They're in their lane. They're doing gifts they're supposed to be doing. They're operating in their best. That's what the premise of the show is about. It's about kingdom principles. It's about making certain that you know that you are exactly who you are called to be. You are the head and not the tail. I'm reminding you that no matter what your bank account looks like, and I can say this because I would say it to myself when I was a negative $2,500 in the hole. And when I lost everything, I think 5 times. That 4th time, I was like, I ain't doing it no more. I'm done, God. And then I did it again. Got back up and said, you know what? I trust you yet again. That's what the show is about. It's not a show based on anything other than kingdom principles. And when you think about a kingdom, I want you to think about the governing influence and authority of a king over a territory, impacting it with his purpose, his will, and his intentions, producing a citizenship of people, that's you and I, honey, who reflect the king's culture, his nature, his values, and his morals. I'm getting excited here. See, a kingdom is a real country. It is the government of our king, the king, and we are citizens in it now and in the world to come. When you think about a principle, about the original intent of something, this is what I'm talking. It's the hidden meaning in those scriptures, the hidden meaning in his laws, his statutes. They've got keys. I swear to you, there are things that you can operate. You can operate with the key of faith, and see mountains be moved in your life. You can operate with the key of expectancy and wake up and declare a thing, and it has to be so. But you got to surrender. Yeah, man. You can't operate in this kingdom without having a surrendered heart. And that's not just your mouth, that's everything about you. But hey, I'm getting ahead of myself. All right. Again, you can expect honesty, openness, and sincerity on this show. I will never give you my opinion. You do not want to show up if it's 8 o'clock on the West Coast. You don't want to show up with somebody giving you an opinion. If it's 11 o'clock on Pacific, Eastern Standard Time, and here, you don't want that. You want to be not amused, but you want to know that God is still with you on his mind, and as long as you are having him on your mind, you can live these principles. You can. So coming right up after this quick break, we're gonna get into part two of Mind Your Business. It gets gooder and gooder, as my Aunt Flora would say. Good morning, Aunt Flora. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. The Dr. Tanji Show is back with more inspiration, empowerment, and exciting opportunities just for you. Tune in every Monday and Friday from 11 to 11:30 on Caribbean Kiss FM 105.5 and 105.9 for engaging discussions and transformative insights. And that ain't all. We're thrilled to announce the return of the Bullion Bowl, baby, where you have the chance to win cash prizes every fourth Friday of the month. Don't miss out on this golden opportunity to enrich your life both mentally and financially. How about that? Stay connected. Remember, with Dr. Tanji, your best life is just a tune away. Oh, is that my cue? Oh, it's Monday morning. Oh my God. I'm just sitting here thinking, wow, that sounds so good. And, I'm just taking in this moment here. And thank you, gentle giant. Can I just say a shout out to my cousin Monita, who's watching by way of my Facebook on Tanji Scott's page. Good morning, Morgan Hawthorne. Good morning, Luciano. Oh my God, I love you so much. It's so good to have you here. Thank you. That's one of my island's favorites. And of course, Miss Barbara Augustine, who always tunes in, and my girl Maggie. Listen, WhatsApp is down, so you may have to use this modem right here, this medium, to stay in tune or engage with the show. So leave your comments so I can read them on air. Let's get started with part two of Mind Your Business. All right. I thought I was done with this. I swear to you, I was moving on. And then I'm talking to someone who's actually taking one of my courses. Says, well, I'm in the throes of mind your business, this kingdom principle. And I think that there's some more things that you can kind of elaborate on. And she begins to give me her spiel. And I said, okay, so I'm taking copious notes from my student, right? So family, last Friday, or the last time that you and I were together live, we talked about mind your business. And we talked about how when you mind your business, you get to build upon your life. You get to align with your kingdom assignment, and you get to see how your imagination is elevated even more. All right, so there's some benefits and some perils of minding your business and then not minding your business. So I'm going to be tactful here, okay? I'm going to be very kind, but we're going to get down to the nitty gritty so we can start to mind our business and see the fruit of what we're doing. So I told you that I had a testimony, and I recalled in that testimony that as a young child growing up in Columbus, Mississippi, I would hear how there were certain ones that would run from house to house, gossiping and speaking rumors and lies and meddling in other folks' business and not their own, right? And as a child, you know, we grew up with the propensity of staying in a child's place. And I still believe that today. So I don't believe in letting children get in grown folks' affairs. They're only going to be kids for a little while. Let them be children. They're not your best friends just yet. They will be if you allow them to be, if you understand the assignment. You know, we'll always be parent, but there are times when we have to shift a little bit and be their friends. I got 4 adults now. And one of the things that I love about the relationship is that I know when to put the mama hat on and say, all right, now you know, and then I know when to be quiet and just listen and mind my business. Follow me, I'm going somewhere. As I began to grow into adulthood, one of the things that I never wanted to do was mind everybody else's business and not my own. I told you how I had some mishaps. I did, because I wanted to give people advice. I wanted people to be happy. I wanted to solve your problem if I could. I just wanted to make sure that you were in the good headspace, the good financial space. I thought I was minding my business, only to discover that I was doing everything but minding my business. See, one of the things that you got to understand when you're walking out these kingdom principles is that you cannot, I don't care how much you want to do it, you cannot save everybody. What you talking, Dr. Tunji? Glad you asked. There are some people that just don't want to be saved, period. Pass the collection plate. And you got to be okay with that. You got to, because what you'll find yourself doing is wasting time. You ain't got no time to be down here wasting like that. What? You got to be about your assignment. So every day matters. Every moment matters. Even if you have to say it to yourself until you get it in your head and gets in your heart. Today is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day. I got to rejoice. I got to show him that I appreciate him. I just can't be talking about it. I got to be about it. I got to live it. And I got to mind my business while I do it. 1 Thessalonians 4:11-12 in the NIV version for my scholars puts it like this. And that ye study to be quiet and do your own business and to work with your own hands as we commanded you. What was he talking? Here, Paul was saying, peace, focus, and productivity comes when you tend to the responsibilities God has entrusted you with. Selah. When you are faithful to your assignment, you grow in maturity and faithfulness. That's the truth, Ruth. See, when you meddle in other folks' affairs, you drift out of alignment with your own kingdom purpose, even when you're doing it in good faith. Oh, I just want to be good to everybody. You know how we do it, y'all, especially on Sundays. Or Saturdays. I just want to be good to everybody and just help. But what you have to realize, yes, being good is good, but you got to make sure you're taking care of your own front door. Ouch. Nobody wants to be labeled a busybody. So let's make some declarations today. You ready? Today, I declare I will mind my business and stay faithful to the assignment God has given me. Today, I declare I will not be distracted by the noise of others or the weight of things that do not belong to me. Talk it, Tunji. Today, I declare I am anointed and aligned, moving in God's timing, God's dimension, and God's wisdom. Today, I declare I refuse stagnation. Yeah, man. I refuse wasted time and I refuse shame. Today, I declare I walk in maturity. You better say that one. I walk in maturity today. I will walk in multiplication. I walk in multiplication and I walk in kingdom purpose. In Jesus' name, amen. It is so. So if you said that, congratulations, because you are definitely walking in your own business. Now, it may look like it's going to be chaotic because you spoke that. It's just a facade. It's just the authentication. Everything that you do, especially for our daddy, has to be tested for authenticity. So get on through it, all right? You're going to be just fine. Let's get into the benefits of minding your own business. See, when you mind your own business, you excel in your kingdom assignment. When you focus on your lane, you maximize your gifts and excel in what God created you for. You do remember Proverbs 22 and 29, right? Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. That's me and you, man. He shall not stand before mean men. We won't stand before him when we mind our own business. See, you don't have to chase platforms. Platforms will find you because your faithfulness makes room for you. That's the benefit. See, diligence in your business brings elevation, and God rewards diligence with influence. God will place you before great opportunities when you are faithful. How do you know, Tanji? I know because he has done it time and time and time again. And I expect him to do it time and time and time again. See, this positions you and me and us for the God promotion. And you do know that true promotion doesn't come from man. Yeah, we wanted to. Oh, we wanted to so badly, but true promotion comes from God, man. It doesn't come from man. It doesn't come from the east, the north, the south, or the west. All right. Mind your kingdom assignment and doors will open. You do not need to compare or to compete. Excellence in your assignment will speak for you. I cannot tell you how many times I have told as many folk that will listen. Every time you see a green tree, honey, you don't have to worry about never having enough money. In the natural, money's made from trees, right? Yeah, man. In the spirit, your daddy got everything you need. Act like you know it. You are not a defeated foe. Stop acting like you are resembling what you see in your bank account. I don't know who that is for, but I'm telling you this. You're talking to a woman who lost everything, not 1, 2, 3, 4, but 5 times. When I say lost everything, I'm not talking to just a couple of 100,000. I'm talking a couple of million. But God, right? And it wasn't because I was a mean, nasty person. It was because I did not manage. See, I thought that, there I go telling this testimony, but I'm going to be quick. I thought the good Christian thing to do was to just give it all away. See, I wasn't minding my business. Had I been minding my business, I would have been able to understand. Look, honey, this is the time that you multiply. God is in the multiplication business. Take care of your home, and then you can take care of other folk, should he allow you to. Ouch. Let's get back to what we're talking. You build your life and use your godly imagination. Kingdom principle number 2, when you mind your business. This is the benefits of it. Your imagination, sanctified by God, creates solutions and strategies when you're focused on your purpose. You do know that you are the answer to another person's problems. He has placed it in you. Everything you need to be wildly successful is in you. It's never outside of you. You just got to get in touch with the one who gave it to you and ask him, what did you create me for? I'm tired of wasting time. I'm tired of waking up on Monday saying, Lord, it's Monday. Friday, yeah, it's Friday. Man, come on. Every day ought to be. Hey, it's Monday. Time to see exactly what this faith going to do. What? Tuesday. Time to get into this problem solving. Wednesday, we got this, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm talking. Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision, make it plain upon tables or tablets, that he may run that readeth it. How many times has this happened in my life? I've just seriously, I would go into a restaurant with ideas, no money in my pocket, enough to get a Coke or a cup of tea. And I'd get out my pen and my paper and I'd go to write, because I had to remember what it felt like when I didn't have enough to even put gas in the car. I needed to remember what it felt like when the bills are due and I'm saying, but Daddy, I need to remember what it felt like so I'll never forget. God brings you through it. You are living testimony to tell somebody, mind your business. It's some benefits to it. And then you're able to do exactly what he tells you to do with the surplus that he gives you. See, when you focus on your own assignment, God breathes on your imagination, turning vision and into manifestation. Minding your business clears the clutter. Number 3. We're not going to get through all of these. It's going to be a part 3. I can see it already, but I'll do my best. I promise you. So sorry we're having technical difficulties with this daggone Facebook. But thank you for hanging out with me, Christina. Thank you so much. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much. What you talking? Minding your business builds discipline, maturity, and lasting fruit. It sets you up for generational impact. You do understand how God judges us, right? Not by what we did or our kids did, but the third generation, that generation of my grandchildren. I think it's somewhere in Proverbs. I'll find it and bring it to you. So I'm always mindful, right, of making certain that I pour into my grandbabies and grandmommies and granddaddies and big mamas and nanas. Please make sure you are pouring into your children, your grandchildren. Make sure they understand what the fear of God really is. It's the beginning of all wisdom. It really is. It's not the PhD, the MD, or the baccalaureate and all that other stuff. It really is the beginning of wisdom, the fear of God. Okay, I'm digressing. Faithfulness in small things builds spiritual maturity and prepare you for multiplication. Minding your business, I cannot stress that enough, makes you reliable, and reliability qualifies you for greater. And the last couple of points, and then we'll finish up on Friday, God's willing. Obedience in the little places open the doors to larger assignments. Please do not despise small beginnings. You may think, I'm just starting out. You don't understand. The phone's not ringing. Nobody's buying my t-shirts. My cups are not selling. Nobody's booking me for DJ purposes or singing. And I love to sing. Just keep showing up. Just keep learning, get around folk that don't mind pouring into you, get around them old heads that's doing it, right? And that believes that I gotta leave this knowledge for the next generation. Get around people that do not mind sharing and especially expressing their gifts so that you can start to use your imagination even more, so that you can get into the business of minding your business, so that you can look back over your life and say, man, I remember that, and I remember that. I remember the difficulty right there. I remember when I didn't have right there. Man, God is so faithful. You be faithful as well. See, God increases those who steward well. He does. What looks small now is preparation for overflow later. I am a living witness. I swear to you, it works. I don't like to swear, so I'll just give you my word. These kingdom principles work. They really, really do. Kingdom growth comes through stewardship, faithfulness, not striving for busyness. That used to be me. I thought that I just had to be busy and I was doing something. And at the end of the quarter, because I live my life in quarters, if you're in business, you have to kind of monitor the quarters, right? By quarter two, I ain't did nothing. Quarter three, I'm panicking. Quarter four, I'm trying to make up for quarter one. Who got time for that kind of busyness? You want to be in the purposeful busyness, okay? All right. Now, Friday, we are going to discuss the part B of part 2, the perils of not minding your business. Because there are some downfalls when you don't mind your business. There really are. 450-5477. That's our number because our WhatsApp is not working. No, I'm so sorry. But if you're on the island or if you want to use your fingers, all right, 758 to call into the station, 758-450-5477. If not, I'm going to put some attention. Okay.
So I got something from Magdalena, yes, while we were working on our WhatsApp. As we speak, as a matter of fact, it's been worked on.
Oh my God.
All right, so says, good morning, Dr. Tonji and Marla, and marvelous Monday to you. Today, my contribution is a post I came across and quite appropriate for this topic. And it's something she found and she sent it to me. And it says here, we all have our own cross to bear. It's always easy to focus on what others may or may not be doing correctly in their lives, and sometimes find fault. The truth of the matter is that folk need to learn to stay in their own lane. No one is exempt from trials and tribulations. Everyone has their own set of battles to face. Life would be much easier. People would give more attention to their own stuff rather than getting intertwined into others folks' lives. Energy wasted meddling in people's business could be very well spent bettering one's own life. Stay focused on what's most important. That's pretty much what the
Stay focused.
says.
Thank you so very, very much, Maggie. I'm sorry that you had to go through all of that, but I'm so glad that you did, man. How about that? And you're absolutely right. We need to focus on staying in our lane. And we're going to discuss it on Friday, the perils of not staying in your lane. Christina, thank you so much. She says, good morning. I needed that beautiful smile today. Thank you, love, honey. I needed you today, too. Thank you so much. I love you, Merle. I love you, Charles Scott. Thank you for showing up for the show. All right, man, it's my time. Thank you so very much. I love you. Remember, be kind to yourselves, love yourselves, forgive yourselves, and the same manner of grace and mercy that you extend to other people, please extend it to you. Until Friday, the Lord say the same and the creek don't rise. Mwah! Bye. Yay, another show. I have 3 questions for you. 1, have you discovered your purpose? 2, have you discovered your ability? And 3,